among the species. We know all of us, we know that the lung located inside the thoracic cavity, protected by the rib cage, external rib cage, and covered by a double pleura layer. Okay, we have parietal pleura and visceral pleura covering all the lung, all the visceral and lung. Okay. Lobation or division of the lung among the species. The lung in general consists from right lung and the left lung. Right lung and the left lung. Right in the equine consists from and not divided or undivided, consists from cranial loop, caudal loop, cranial loop, caudal loop. This is the right and this is the left. How can I differentiate between the right and the left? Always an accessory loop located on the right side, accessory loop. The middle loop نيتي, okay, لقلب حورسكة. So we have right lung, left lung, both of them are not divided. We have cranial loop, caudal loop, cranial loop, caudal loop. Between the cranial loop and caudal loop, you will see a great notch, which is called cardiac notch. Okay, this is the cardiac notch. We have two lung in general have surfaces and borders, two surfaces and two borders. The surface we have here a dorsal surface and the ventral surface. The dorsal surface, as you see, it has many of the impressions, the costal impressions or ribs, impressions of the ribs, okay? While in ventral, which is smooth, facing the diaphragm. So we can say this is the diaphragmatic surface, and we can say this is the costal surface or dorsal surface, diaphragmatic surface or ventral surface. As well, we have a thick border rounded, which is called dorsal border, and thin, acute, sharp border, which is called ventral border. Okay, again, dorsal border rounded and thick, dorsal border rounded and thick, and ventral border sharp and acute. Okay, we have many of impression from the inside at the right and the left lung. We have here impression of the esophagus and another impression at the left side, which is of the aorta. Okay, so we have aortic impression at the at the left side, esophageal impression at the right side. As well, you can see it here, very clear. Okay, this is the lung of the ruminants. You can see here, this is the aorta at the right side. This is the impression of it. Okay, and this is the esophageal. This is the esophageal. It have impression at the right one. Okay. Then we have beneath the accessory loop, we have an impression here, deep impression for the caudal vena cava. It's called cavial impression. Impression of the caudal vena cava. So we have the of impression again, costal impression of the ribs. We have aortic impression, esophageal impression, and cavial impression for the caudal vena cava. Okay. طبعا both of the lungs are supplied by bronchus. Trachea, when it will entering at the fifth level of the intercostal space, it will divide it into two principal bronchi, right and left. Then it will divide it entering to lower bronchus. As well here you can see it, lower bronchus, not this here. Okay, this a branch, another one supplying each branch. مثلا this one goes to supplying the middle one, this one supplying the caudal one, وإلى آخره. Okay, etc. So we have, after the principles, two principal bronchi, there is many of the division or divided. It will divide it, giving a branches, lower branch supplying each loop or each divided. يعني مثلا there is a small branch here supplying the accessory loop, a small branch supplying the cranial one, supplying the caudal lobe of many of the branches. Okay, interlobar branches, then it will go inside the lung, interlobar, and then alveolar sac. Okay, then we have here structures. You can see it above the trachea. We have here a bronchial artery, two bronchial arteries supplying right and left, and then we have here pulmonary vein, pulmonary artery, and then we have many of the pulmonary veins, 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 4 or less or more according to the species of the animal. This is the pulmonary vein carrying oxygenated blood. بالعكس pulmonary artery carrying non-oxygenated, pulmonary vein carrying oxygenated blood. Okay, highlight X. Okay, so again we have here bronchial artery, 2 branch طبعا, small one goes here right and left. Then we have pulmonary artery, هذا فرع pulmonary artery. Okay, pulmonary artery, and then branches of the pulmonary vein. Okay,
دكتورة جاري شو سويت معها؟
هذا نفس الشيء.
عارف يعني بسوي
pulmonary artery 2 هم 2 branch pulmonary artery راح يروح right و left. Okay, فهذا الأصل وهذا التفرع مالته. Okay, هذا مو مشكلة. Okay, and then pulmonary veins on both sides. هاي جزء من البرونكال جريد، هاي جزء منها التراكيا برونكاس. It will give lobar bronchi. جزء من هاي التراكيا، هاي العفو يعني برونكاي جزء من التراكيا. اوكي، الفرع راح تنطيه supplying the apical lobe. supplying the apical lobe. مو artery ولا vein كده عارف. اوكي، شنو عندنا؟ طبعا it's covered of course with the pleura, double layer of the pleura, except this area which is reflected of the clear of the pleura. Why? Because the accessory loop here it will adhere at the left side, فهاي تكون it's clear أو يصير بها reflection of the pleura. The pleura from the both sides it will meet at the end, at the apex, يعني at the the apex of the lung. It will meet and forming two pulmonary ligaments. What's the function of these ligaments? To fix both of them, the right lung and the left lung with the diaphragm, the floor of the thoracic cavity. The floor of the thoracic cavity. صار واضح؟ clear? easy? إن شاء الله maybe. عندنا we have التراكيا الشيب of it تقريبا السي shape consists from many of the ligaments. العفو الرينجز consist from many cartilaginous ring, high ring cartilage. Between each rings are connected with the annular ligaments. طبعا there is a space لأنه حيكون it's not closely perfectly, so there is an area here which is filled with a muscle which is called a tracheal muscle. Layers from the outside it's adventitia, then a tracheal muscle, then a mucous membrane. The shape of the tracheal ring طبعا different according to the species. إن شاء الله next lecture أعطيكم trachea in details والlarynx وياها عضلاتها. تمام. أو تمام نجي على ruminant.
فارسي
The ruminants we have
تمام فارسي
large ruminant and the left عفوا small ruminant left ruminant حلوة هال left ruminant right to left. So we have here large ruminant and small ruminant. See? Persia? Okay. We have here the large ruminant and small ruminant. We have a large ruminant and small ruminant. A lung of the ruminant طبعا the same surfaces, the same borders, everything يعني. Okay, except the lobation are different. Lobation are different. Both of them, right and the left, are what? Divided. Okay, this is the right, divided. This is the right, divided. This is the left, also divided to the lateral or medial, lateral, medial. Okay, the left, the right. How can I differentiate between the right and the left? Right هيكون accessory loop والmiddle loop B. This is accessory loop and this is the middle loop.
الميدل ما نبغى دكتورة ليش؟
هي نيتي فقط cranial وcaudal and accessory.
أنا قشور.
Okay, we have here a cranial loop, caudal loop, cranial, caudal loop, cranial loop divided to the lateral and medial, caudal not divided. The right also divided to the lateral and medial. We have a middle loop, we have a caudal loop also not divided. تقريبا بكل الحيوانات الcaudal loop not divided فقط الdivision يكون الdivision occur only in the cranial loop. Okay?
ميديال لوك هذا
أو caudal loop هذا
ميديال
medial middle ماكو medial هذا يعني it's lateral و medial but don't say it just it's divided cranial loop it's divided into two branch أو to two parts يعني يكون lateral هذا يسموه هذا medial. This is middle loop and this is the caudal loop accessory loop. Okay, then we have a structure very unique for or special for the typet يعني بو جماعتي ruminant which is called tracheobronchial جبتكم إياه بالامتحان tracheobronchial. We know that at the level of the fifth intercostal level the trachea it will branch into two principal bronchi, right to left. But in the ruminant, at the third interlevel, it will give a small branch at this level, the third intercostal level. It will give a small branch called a tracheal bronchi. Tracheal bronchi found only in the ruminant and pig. Okay, so طبعا the lung of the pig is very similar to the lung of the ruminant. Why? Because it have the tracheal bronchi as well. But how can I differentiate between the small ruminant and the pig? البيج تكون right cranial loop not divided. تكون not divided. الruminant both of them are divided. Okay? For you لأنه انتبهت طبعا مهم. This is pig. This is lung of pig. This is lung of small ruminant. You must know. Then we have a trachea, two principals, bronchi. Then as you see, a lobar bronchi as well. هذا مثلا branch, a small branch is supplying in middle. يعني بعدين it will give many of the branches. Give a branch for apical loop. Give a branch for the middle one. This a branch, a lobar branch, the big one. مثلا إذا سويت لها dissection هنا شوفه يروح تمام يعطي أكثر من فرع تفرعات. Okay, this is called lobar bronchi. Okay, واضح. And then we have الابدومينال عفوا الثوراسيك اورتا بعدين يصير abdominal تحت الاورتا giving an impression and then esophagus also giving an impression at the right side as well the impression of the caudal vena cava beneath the accessory or accessory loop. Yes. طبعا this is good يكون بيها overlapped the ends of the tracheal ring. It's overlapped يصير بيها نوع من الridge a tracheal ridge have a tracheal ridge. Okay, if we see it the rings of the trachea in the in the ox it's U-shape بالضبط U-shape تمام U-shape and have a tracheal ridge okay هذا الاسوفاجس يمشي وياها and then we have the same structure. This is the large ruminant, this is the small ruminant. The same. Cranial is divided. واضح الdivision. تمام؟ واضح الdivision. It's very clear. Right. Okay, then we have in middle. جدا واضح. Then caudal caudal and then accessory. أريد أوضحها. Accessory. Okay, accessory والmiddle all of it at the right lung, right side. Left also, the cranial also division. واضح. Caudal not divided. Caudal loop not divided. Okay. The impressions والborders the same. هنا ممكن نلاحظ الليمف نودز. lymph node بما إنه إحنا الليمف system راح نقرأ. lymph nodes. This is the caudal lymph centers, tracheal lymph centers. This is the lymph nodes. هنا الهيمال lymph nodes موجودة special in the ruminant فقط. هاي هيمال lymph node تشبه العدسة السوداء أو البلاك بين الفاصوليا السوداء. تي. اللوبيا. Hemal lymph nodes special found in the ruminant موجودة أحجامها مختلفة يمكن أعدادها تتجاوز 900 200 عفوا 200 200 أكثر 219 اوكي أو زيادة maybe أحجامها تختلف أيضا. This is also ليش تضحكوا راح طلعكم برا اثنيناتكم. اوكي وين موجودة؟ كلها بالميزنتري يعني بالميزنتري إذا بالأبدومن البلورا بالأتلانتيجيا كل الأغشية يعني اوكي superficial. This is hemal lymph nodes. الأكشن وهم كبار أنت مرحلة مو يا كم اوكي اوكي it's look like the spleen بس مصغر spleen. الأكشن مالتها immunology يعني دفاعي defense. This is lymph node. هاي lymph node تختلف عن hemal lymph node. Hemal lymph node as I said found only in the ruminant species. This is lymph node. السنتر هذا أكو أكثر من وحدة. Many of it found in this area. It will causing or will forming a center, a caudal center, caudal tracheal lymph center. Okay. cervical أو tracheal. والcervical التسمية الأصح. Okay. Finished. We have a carnivores, the last one. The same. بس هي شنو مقطوعة هذه شوية. It's cutted. هذه شوية. ruminant. Small ruminant. The same. هذه بقى lymph nodes. A large lymph nodes. هذه lymph nodes. Cervical, caudal cervical lymph node. And then we have here carnivores. Carnivores, a left divided as well, a right not divided. A right cranial loop not divided. Okay, cranial divided in the left, a right not divided. طبعا تحجون أنا أركز وياكم حتى الكلام أنساه. We have right lung and left lung. We have a cranial loop and caudal loop. Cranial loop, caudal loop. We have a right not divided, a left divided. A right not divided as well, left divided. Caudal, both of them are not divided. Then we have what? We have a middle. We have a middle loop and we have accessory loop اللي هو شكله مثل الفيونكة بالكارنيفورس مثل البابولا البابولا أو الفيونكة. This is the accessory loop, middle one, cranial loop, caudal loop, cranial not divided, left divided, caudal loop not divided. As well, the surfaces, the borders, the same like all the species. We have here هنا واضح يكون هنا البرونكيال artery دوبش هذا بس هذا واضح بقية ماكو شفناه بالهورس. وهاي التراكية وهذا الأبدومين أورتا حيطلع يروح تحت يصير أبدومينال أورتا. الليجمنت مو واضحة رايحة أو التيبيكال لانج يعني هي الهورس لأنه هيوج كبيرة شوف بيها كل شيء. شفنا الشريان الشرايين وشفنا الفينز واضحة. البرونكيال لوبر برونكيال واضحة. اوكي فقط كديفيجن الرايت not divided, left divided. In caudal, both of them are not divided in the carnivores. إن شاء الله ما نسيت شيء. Any question about the lung for today? Any question about it?